Sorry, normally when you hit record, it'll take a second, and then I start to speak once it hits like 1 second into the video, so that I know it's recording. But sometimes it will do this thing where it will start recording, but it won't tell you that it started recording until like 4 or 5 seconds later. But anyway, update review: the Assassin's Creed crossover for Watch Dogs Legion. It's crap. It didn't need to happen. We already have a crossover with Olivier from AC4 crossing over in the Watch Dogs. But I just wanted to make it more solid, I guess, because there are people who are like, actually, it's not a crossover, it's just an Easter egg. Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs do not take place in the same universe, which is completely balls, but whatever. It's crap. It's like, go to this random rooftop, get up to the top, so you have to go find a cargo drone, go up to the top, synchronize with it, which does nothing other than unlock 3 missions you have to do, 2 of them where you have to steal the piece of Assassin's Creed stuff like Evie's hidden blade, Jacob's cane, etc. But like 2 missions where you have to steal stuff, a mission where you have to kill a Templar, um, synchronize with another place, steal one more thing, and kill 2 more people. Then you actually get to speak to the assassin, go onto the tomb from the NFAC Syndicate, do this crappy puzzle, that even if you look it up on YouTube, you still don't understand what you're supposed to. Well, you know what you're supposed to do. You just don't know how you did the exact same thing that they did, and you still got it wrong. But anyway, then after that you get the assassin's cloak, and you kill a bunch of people. Then that's it. That's it over. It's crap. Don't play it. Like, I literally re-downloaded Watch Dogs after like over a year of having not played it, just to do that bit. But there's also a DLC that didn't know existed until now, which I've bought that and playing that. I probably could have waited to finish it so I could do a review now, but whatever. Anyway, Al Dogs universally positive ratings, directed by Wes Anderson. I watched all night TV. Bill Murray, Bryan Cranston, Jeff Goldblum, Tilda Swinton, Edward Norton, Scarlett Johansson, Greta Gerwig, Liv Schreiber, Ephraim Abraham, Yoko Ono, Francis McDermott, Harvey Keitel, Roman Coppola, Courtney B. Vance, Jason Schwartzman, Cara Hayward. Lea Seydoux. It's good. This means as of 24 past 2 p.m. on Wednesday, the 28th of December 2021. I know the Book of Boba Fett is out today. I get to watch it. Zombies players win the next step in the Easter egg is finding some homes. This is Twitter. Actually, this is not Twitter. Last night, I was looking for some Modern Warfare 2 nostalgia. It's not nostalgia for me because I wasn't there at the time. But people, I was 5 years old when the game came out, so the toxic multiplayer lobbies went long before I would have been in them. But looking at like nostalgia videos because they're funny, and I scrolled down and found this video. It's great by a guy called Memify. Look at some of his other stuff, like the internet in under years. Fantastic. That's what the metaverse is going to be like. People who idolize YouTubers, also great. Hey, like everything, make it all about Mark, the fantastic YouTuber and good person who's definitely going to get in heaven. Markiplier. Oh no, he's a pedophile. I know Markiplier isn't a pedophile, but all these YouTubers end up doing something. I found this video, because like you look up something for Danganronpa, like collectible locations and stuff like that, and all of a sudden your home page is filled with Danganronpa. Look, there you go. Look at one Modern Warfare 2 video last night. Modern Warfare 2. Look at this guy's channel. Oh, look, there all it is. Danganronpa free. This guy, Mamify. You know, oh, look next to Ken guy once, months ago, and now I'm getting his polls every single day. Which, by the way, Matrix is best out of those. I know that the more that I've won the polls, the more likely they are to get recommended to me, but the thing is that that's not really how it works. Because it's literally impossible to get away from these things on YouTube. Like, there's a don't recommend this channel to me ever again button, and it doesn't work. Because I had it for like Sideman Shorts, every single Sideman member, all their mates, and I'm still getting recommended Sideman videos. But anyway, I saw this. This is great. You remember this guy, voice over repeat? Attention all Danganronpa fans. The ultimate imposter, Junko Enoshima. I started another killing game. Makoto Niki. Need your help. Mom's credit card. That's one of the show that. I can't play the video because the theme song is in the background. Now this is actually Twitter as of 29 past 2 p.m. Unvaxxed, you're endangering me. Actually, I got the natural immunization. Did you? No. Hey! Look, come on, just... The hell was Rebuild Evangelion? I don't know. Stone Tough Shaking Show? Sure. You cannot disprove that there isn't a parallel Earth sitting on the opposite side of the sun from us. So we have a Stuss meme in r/Elden Ring. I get the meme, but please don't repost Stone Toss. Yeah, don't post Stone Toss stuff here. I had Stone Toss. Why does everybody post Stone Toss comics everywhere as if Stone Toss is a neo-Nazi? Stone Toss being a neo-Nazi means Stone Toss can't make funny comics. By the way, did I mention this guy's username is Stone Toss? -8 points, right? Because the way that Reddit works is that you can, like, if there's more, it's not likes and dislikes in Reddit, it's downvotes, but I'll just say likes and dislikes. If there are more dislikes than there are likes, it'll show us like a negative thing. So this guy, -8, right? And this guy 35. They're fighting amongst themselves. It's like fighting amongst themselves for how to deal with Stone Toss. You're teaching us how to deal with Stone Toss? No, we'll do it on our own terms by helping him get more popular. This account is called Wholesome Memes. Even their real name and their username on Twitter is Wholesome Memes. Sorry, I've hit my desk. But this isn't a meme. Be free, Mark. We can totally get behind this. Mark Bryan, a robotic engineer, shattering gender norms for wearing what he likes, as in a dress and high heels, and probably a bra. But he's not challenging gender norms because men wear skirts all the time. Like, that's what a kilt is. And also tunics as well, I guess, could be considered dresses. And fantasy is a very popular genre ever since Lord of the Rings came out. Probably since Dungeons and Dragons got popular, so like 40 years. But at least the past 20 years, fantasy's been popular. So tunics and kilts. As for high heels, okay, that's... okay, fine. But still, no one cares. Like, I know it seems like I care by even talking about it, but the thing is that it's only because you're acting like it's a bigger thing than it is. Like, most people reading this aren't going, You go. Yeah, he's challenging gender norms. And most people aren't going, oh no, how dare he do that? We need these gender norms. Whatever. Most people don't care. Wholesome memes. Maybe it's because he's no longer doing videos. Because he's on a Christmas break. But, wow. He's got a lot of stuff. Just watched the Mama Max video, whoever that is. I'm nodding my head all the way through it. Free speech has long been a massive issue with YouTube, but primarily it's been over spicy jokes. But this isn't spicy jokes. It's the grooming of children, something infinitely more serious. Investigative journalism has always had a history of shining light on very dark and very horrible things. It does this to make the people aware of a serious problem, so that they may better protect themselves and their loved ones, but also to assist in dealing with the problem. However, a lot of YouTubers who talk about these things very often have their content censored, blacklisted, removed, soft blocked, and they sometimes even get a strike for their troubles. When all they're doing was trying to make people aware of a very serious problem. All these videos could upset our advertisers, so the money is more important. Well, these videos could damage a company's reputation. Well, guess what could damage your reputation more? Removing these videos. One of the primary functions of freedom of speech is to be able to air grievances to the state or perceived authority. But another primary function is to point out problems, risks, and threats to other people so that they can protect themselves, and more importantly, encourage everyone to pull their labor together to help solve the problem so that it won't be a threat to anyone anymore. Being unable to communicate freely with each other and raise awareness about these problems only helps the people that are causing the problems. Here are child groomers. These are the sites they use. Here's how they operate. Here are their techniques. Here are warning signs to look out for. This is all extremely crucial information that people must know. Yet, you remove it. Some things that investigative journalists talk about are really dark and horrible. It sucks, but sadly these things exist, and that's just the world we live in. But just because these things are horrible doesn't mean you should force people's heads in the sand by censoring it. Just because videos talking about a problem get removed doesn't mean the problem is solved. It will still be there and be able to continue since people are not able to expose it to the masses. This is an extremely bad path to go down and allowing this crap to continue. The video was a good watch, and even if you personally don't want to see this type of content, that shouldn't mean others shouldn't. You need to let people know the facts so that they can protect themselves. This reality is far more pathetic than any fictional dystopia. I don't understand. Having a cold makes my laugh worse than it normally is. I don't I don't understand the quotes around the word singers. I'm guessing that by singer they mean something else. I could just use it like a horse's feedback so I can eat while I play games. Please don't talk crap about the Foundation for Economic Education. Always great day, remember this. Capitalism is relatively new in human history. Part of capitalism, the way people amass great wealth was by looting, plundering, and enslaving their fellow man. Capitalism made it possible to become wealthy by serving your fellow man. Please don't talk crap about the Foundation for Economic Education, Marcus. People seem really mad about having to do actual work to acquire things. If only we were back in the good old days where venison and fruits just magically appeared in your lap like it did for our caveman ancestors. Return. Okay, thank God. Spare a moment for all those poor souls having guns put their heads and forced to sign contracts. Is this your employment contract? Yes, it is. It says here you'll work 40 hours a week for $14.50 an hour. Yes, it does. Great, and you freely sign it, meaning that you agreed to do these things? That is correct. Then can you work 40 hours a week for $14.50 an hour like you agreed? I'm being exploited. I didn't mean to sound like I think that this person is pathetic. Blame it on the cold. I love that username. In fact, I love it so much, I'm just going to... There you go. No other social reasoning, just so I sign paper, therefore there is no exploration. What happens when 40 hours turns into 48, 56, and I have no say over, or randomly drops to 30 to 20 without warning? Both have happens at every job I've ever had. Mr. YouTuber here wouldn't get it. Then why did you sign a contract to let your employer do that? I've had employers offer me such contracts where they change my hours. I did the super crazy thing where I checked a contract and found a place to get me set hours. Insane, I know. When I was a teen, and then when I was in college, I just take whatever job was offered, wouldn't even try to negotiate hours pay, etc. Then I got older and realised that wasn't smart, and since then I've not agreed to an offer without at least a negotiation. Same, I used to grab whatever call centre job propped up and then stagnate in that for years while never looking for something better. As soon as I learned to constantly look for something better, life dramatically improved. In security, I got to dictate my own rates. Yeah, Marcus used to complain a lot about call centres. He doesn't do as much anymore, but he does do, like... He did a wee skit on it, and then he did a rant on it. The rant is fantastic. The skit is a little on the dark side. Yeah, anyway, currently going on cybersecurity. Always have my... Thanks, Marcus. Very common trend with cybersec and programmers. Many such cases. I meant that Nazi Pug is an NFT, so it be preserved in the blockchain forever, and I find that funny. You're gonna delete the blockchain, you gotta start doing that. NHS app used for corona, domestic and job passes, and I collect data, mental health, social circumstances, political opinions, lifestyle, less criminal convictions be used to identify. Don't right to work and right to rent. Right to work! This can't be right because Stacey, she, her BLM from Twitter told me it was conspiracy theory. Reject maternity. Embrace farming. Oh, for God's sake. Right, how does the fact that you're a gay hairdresser cut ties with gender norms? Oh, gender neutral haircuts. Right, here's the thing. I'm naturally rebellious, like it's just in my nature, I guess, to rebel. Which is probably why I have long hair. There are a couple other factors into it, like a guy I know with this really good hair that I wanted to copy. But like if I were a woman, I'd probably have the same haircut. But the thing is that if I were a woman, that'd be considered short for a woman, because my hair is long for a man, short for a woman, right? So that's why I have work. It's sort of gender neutral, because whatever my gender doesn't matter, because no matter what, it's still rebellious. And I guarantee you these people talking about rebellion and gender norms and all that are pissed off at the fact that I am not conforming. Where is Johnson? Okay. Why some Black Panther fans are rallying against recast T'Challa? Well, what the hell are you gonna do? You have no choice but to recast T'Challa. Like, it's really sad that Chadwick Boseman died, but we need to keep going. I know the word need seems like Marvel is more than just movies. Although the people who worked on Black Panther were acting like it was more than just movies, but we shouldn't let the fact that we lost Chadwick Boseman keep Black Panther from evolving. I don't know anything about Black Panther in the comics. If there is a second, like normally all the superheroes have a sort of backup person. Like Hawkeye has both Kate Bishop and Clint Barton, and stuff like that. So if there's a second person in the comics who is Black Panther sometimes, if that character has not been in the MCU yet, bring them in. But if they have, cast that person as the new Black Panther. So say it's his sister in the comics. It takes over sometimes. Have his sister be the new Black Panther. Oh no! Don't. Oh, thank God he's still alive. Yeah. Like, Bernard Crimmins is possibly the oldest celebrity still alive. Like, he wasn't in Doctor Who a lot, but he was just so iconic, to the point where he's so memorable. It's crazy. He's the oldest companion. He was in his 80s as a companion in Doctor Who. What about The Last of Us? Piss off. That is not true. That is one of the least true statements that I have ever read, heard, saw, whatever, right? You're telling me that Last of Us 2 was so dark to the point where, excuse my language, Last of Us 1 was sissy shit. What a joke. That is not true whatsoever. It is the complete opposite. LOU2 is the sissy shit. LOU1 is one of the darkest things ever. Don't at me. Yeah, I know that Matt Berry is in Book of Boba Fett. He plays like a tortured droid, or voices a tortured droid or something.